Goldsboro is a city in Wayne County, North Carolina, United States. The population was 36,437 at the 2010 census. It is the principal city of and is included in the Goldsboro, North Carolina Metropolitan Statistical Area. The nearby town of Waynesboro was founded in 1787 and Goldsboro was incorporated in 1847. It is the county seat of Wayne County. The city is situated in North Carolina's coastal plain and is bordered on the south by the Neuse River and the west by the Little River, about 43 miles southwest of Greenville and 55 miles southeast of Raleigh, the state capital, and 87 miles northwest of Wilmington in southeastern North Carolina. Goldsboro is best known as home to Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. Demographics. As of the 2000 census, there were 39,043 people, 14,630 households, and 19,465 families residing in the city. The population density was 1,574.9 inhabitants per square mile. There were 19,372 housing units at an average density of 660.4 per square mile. The racial makeup of the city was 52.24% African American, 43.04% white, 0.43% Native American, 1.44% Asian, 0.08% Pacific Islander, 1.14% from other races, and 1.64% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 2.69% of the population. There were 14,630 households, out of which 32.1% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 41.1% were married couples living together. 20.4% had a female householder with no husband present, and 35.3% were non-families. 30.5% of all households were made up of individuals, and 11.9% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.40 and the average family size was 3.00. The median income for a household in the city was $29,456, and the median income for a family was $34,844. Males had a median income of $26,223 versus $21,850 for females. The per capita income for the city was $16,614. About 15.4% of families and 19.2% of the population were below the poverty line, including 26.7% of those under age 18 and 17.5% of those aged 65 or over. History. Around 1787, when Wayne County was formed, a town named Waynesboro grew around the county's courthouse. In 1787, William Whitfield III and his son were appointed directors and trustees for designing and building the town. Located on the east bank of the Neuse River, the town became the county's seat. Population growth in Waynesboro continued through the 1830s. However, this changed once the Wilmington and Weldon Railroad was completed in the early 1840s. By then, a hotel had been built at the intersection of the railroad and New Bern Road, which grew into a community after the train started to transport passengers from there. More and more citizens soon relocated from Waynesboro to this growing village, named eventually Goldsboro's Junction, after Major Matthew T. Goldsboro, an assistant chief engineer with the railroad line. Later this was shortened simply to Goldsboro. In 1847, the town was incorporated and became the new Wayne County seat following a vote of the citizens of Wayne County. Local legend has it the Goldsboro supporters put moonshine in the town's well to encourage people to vote for Goldsboro. In the following decades, Goldsboro's growth continued in part by new railroad connections to Charlotte and Beaufort. By 1861, the town's population was estimated to be 1,500. It was the trading center of a rural area that started with yeoman farmers. By this time, it had been developed as large cotton plantations dependent on the labor of enslaved African Americans, as the invention of the cotton gin had enabled profitable cultivation of short staple cotton in the up counties. Because of its importance as railroad junction, Goldsboro played a significant role in the Civil War, both for stationing Confederate troops and for transporting the supplies. The town also provided hospitals for soldiers wounded in nearby battles. In December 1862, the Battle of Goldsboro Bridge was waged, in which both sides fought for possession of the strategically significant Wilmington and Weldon Railroad Bridge. Union General John Foster arrived with his troops on December 17, aiming to destroy this bridge in order to put an end to the vital supply chain from the port of Wilmington. He succeeded on that same day, his troops overpowering the small number of defending Confederate soldiers and burning down the bridge. On the way back to New Bern, Foster's men were attacked again by Confederate troops, but they survived with fewer casualties than the enemy. The important bridge at Goldsboro was rebuilt in a matter of weeks. Goldsboro was the scene of another Union offensive in 1865 during Union General Sherman's Carolinas campaign. After the battles of Bentonville and Wise Fork, Sherman's forces met with the armies of Schofield, the troops taking over the city in March. During the following 3 weeks, Goldsboro was occupied by over 100,000 Union soldiers. After the war was over, some of these troops continued to stay in the city. In 1869, the spelling of the city was officially changed to Goldsboro. Wayne County was part of North Carolina's 2nd Congressional District following the Civil War, when it was known as the Black Second, for its majority black population. This district elected 4 Republican African Americans to Congress in the 19th century, 3 of them after the Reconstruction era. The attorney George Henry White was the last to serve, being elected in 1894 and serving 2 terms. The Democrat-dominated legislature established legal racial segregation in public facilities. To further this, in the 1880s it authorized a facility to serve the black mentally ill, the State Hospital in Goldsboro. In 1899 the legislature authorized an addition but did not appropriate sufficient funds. This operated until after passage of civil rights legislation requiring integration of public facilities. In addition, the hospital was affected by the 1970s movement to deinstitutionalize care for the mentally ill. Most states have failed to adequately support community programs to replace such facilities. During World War II, the North Carolina congressional delegation was successful in gaining the present-day Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, which opened on the outskirts of Goldsboro in April 1942 as a U.S. Army Air Forces installation named Seymour Johnson Field. From this point on, the city's population and businesses increased as a result of the federal defense installation. The base's name was changed to Seymour Johnson AFB in 1947 following the establishment of the U.S. Air Force as an independent service. The city is home to Goldsboro Milling Company, the 10th largest producer of hogs in the U.S. and also a major producer of turkeys. The Borden Manufacturing Company, First Presbyterian Church, L. Giddens & Son Jewelry Store, Goldsboro Union Station, Harry Fitzhugh House, Oddfellows Lodge, and Solomon and Henry Vile houses are listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Nuclear accident in 1961. Two 3.8 megaton hydrogen bombs were dropped accidentally on the village of Faro, 12 miles north of Goldsboro, after a B-52 aircraft broke up in mid-air. The two Mark Chapter 39 weapons were released after the crew abandoned a B-52 bomber which had suffered mid-flight structural failure. Both bombs went through several steps in the arming sequence, but neither one detonated. One bomb was recovered, although much of the second bomb was also recovered. A missing piece containing uranium was believed to have sunk deep into the swampy earth and could not be recovered. The piece remains in land that the Air Force eventually purchased in order to prevent any land use or digging. In 2013, it was revealed that 3 safety mechanisms on one bomb had failed, leaving just one low-voltage switch preventing detonation. Law and Government. Chuck Allen is the city's current mayor, succeeding Alfonso Al King in 2016, who succeeded Hal Plonk in 2002. As mayor, Allen is the official and ceremonial head of city government and presides at all city council meetings. The mayor and the city council are elected to office for a 4-year term. Goldsboro has a council-manager government. The former city manager, Joseph R. Huffman, retired on February 28, 2011. The current city manager is Scott Stevens. City council members: 1st District, Antonio Williams; 2nd District, Bill Broadway; 3rd District, Mark A. Stevens; 4th District, Bevan Foster; 5th District, David Ham; 6th District, Gene Aycock. Federal appointments. Goldsboro is in North Carolina's 1st, and the newly created 13th Congressional District and is currently represented by Democrat G. K. Butterfield and Republican George Holding. Goldsboro is represented in the Senate by Republicans Richard Burr and Tom Tillis. Geography. Goldsboro is located at 35.38194 degrees north, 77.97806 degrees west, 35.38194 minus 77.97806. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 24.8 square miles. 24.8 square miles of it is land and 0.04 square miles of it is water. Climate. Goldsboro's location on the Atlantic coastal plain lends it a humid subtropical climate, with hot humid summers and cool winters. The hottest month is July, with an average high temperature of 91 degrees Fahrenheit, and an average low of 71 degrees Fahrenheit. The coldest month is January, with an average high of 54 degrees Fahrenheit, and an average low of 33 degrees Fahrenheit. Annual total rainfall is 49.84 inches, falling relatively evenly with a slight wet season in the late summer, early fall. Some light to moderate snowfall can occur in winter, but it is sporadic and can range from only a trace to totals over a foot in some years. Sites of interest. Cliffs of the News State Park is a state park located near the city. It covers 751 acres along the southern banks of the News River. It has a swimming area, several hiking trails, fishing areas, a nature museum, and picnic areas. The cliffs rise 90 feet above the News River. Waynesboro Historical Village is a reconstructed village located near the original site of the town of Waynesboro. It is home to historical Wayne County buildings ranging from various periods of time. These buildings include a family home, a medical office, a one-room school, a law office, and a Quaker meeting house. Herman Park includes a recreational center, miniature train, tennis courts, picnic shelters, a turn-of-the-century parkhouse, gazebo, goldfish pond, fountain, and children's playground. The Oeb Shalom Synagogue's Romanesque Revival building is one of fewer than 100 19th-century synagogues still standing in the United States, and the second oldest synagogue building in the state. Education. Colleges: North Carolina Wesleyan College, Goldsboro Campus, Wayne Community College. High schools: Charles B. Aycock High School, Eastern Wayne High School, Goldsboro High School, Rosewood High School, Southern Wayne High School, Spring Creek High School, Wayne Early Middle College High School, Wayne School of Engineering. Middle schools: Brogdon Middle School, Dillard Middle School, Eastern Wayne Middle School, Greenwood Middle School, Mount Olive Middle School, Norwayne Middle School, Rosewood Middle School, Spring Creek Middle School. Elementary schools: Brogdon Primary School, Carver Elementary School, Carver Heights Elementary School, Dillard Academy, Eastern Wayne Elementary School, Fremont Stars Elementary School, Grantham School, Meadow Lane Elementary School, North Drive Elementary School, Northeast Elementary School, Northwest Elementary School, Rosewood Elementary School, Schools Street Elementary School, Spring Creek Elementary School, Tommy's Road Elementary School. Private schools: Faith Christian Academy, Pathway Christian Academy, Wayne Christian School, Wayne Country Day School, St. Mary Catholic School, Wayne Preparatory Academy. Media. Newspaper: The Goldsboro News-Argus is the city's only daily newspaper, with a circulation of approximately 21,500. Television: Goldsboro supports one television station. WHFL-TV 43 is a low-power broadcast station on UHF Channel 43 and is also found on two local cable networks. The station is a family net affiliate and carries religious, local, and family programming. The area is also served by television stations from the Raleigh-Durham and Greenville areas. CBS affiliate WNCN-TV, Channel 17, is licensed to Goldsboro but has its studios in Raleigh. Up until August 2010, a public, educational, and government access cable TV station called PACC-10 TV was available to Time Warner customers. The station aired its own programming as well as city council and county commissioner meetings. Time Warner transferred the channel to Wayne County, who currently provides local announcements and community interest programming. Radio stations based in Goldsboro: WZKT 97.7 FM Top 40, WFMC 730 AM Black Gospel, WGBR 1150 AM News Talk, WSSG 1300 AM Southern Gospel. Transportation. The closest civilian airport is Wayne Executive Jetport, but is only used for general aviation. The nearest public commercial airport is Kinston Regional Jetport in Kinston, about 28 miles east of Goldsboro. Although most residents use Raleigh-Durham International Airport for domestic and international travel, major highways that run through the city are US 70, US 13, US 117, Highway 111, and Highway 581. I-795 now connects Goldsboro to I-95 in Wilson. Work is currently being done to finish NC-44, which will be the Goldsboro bypass upon completion. The city has a bus system known as Gateway which runs 4 routes. Hospitals. Wayne Memorial Hospital, a medical facility located in Goldsboro, is the county's second largest employer. Cherry Hospital is a psychiatric hospital which first started in 1880 as a facility to treat mentally ill African Americans. A museum depicting its history is also part of the hospital campus. O'Berry Neuromedical Center is a North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services hospital providing rehabilitative services to the mentally retarded and people with developmental disabilities. Notable people: Andy Griffith, actor, lived in Goldsboro for a few years, teaching English, drama, and music at Goldsboro High School. George Altman, a baseball player for the Chicago Cubs. Lee Andrews, a R&B singer who formed the Hearts in 1952. Leslie Ike Atkinson, a drug trafficker and supplier to Harlem drug lord Frank Lucas as depicted in the 2007 film American Gangster. John Tart III, reality TV personality. Warren Barfield, a Christian singer and musician. Christopher R. Barron, a member of the board of directors and co-founder of Go Proud. Curtis Hooks Brogdon, a 19th-century politician. Stanley Bryant, gridiron football player. Travis Coleman, American football player. Mike Evans, a former professional basketball player and coach. Jimmy Graham, a tight end for the New Orleans Saints and Seattle Seahawks. Johnny Grant, a radio personality, television producer and honorary mayor of Hollywood. Anne Jeffries, an actress and singer in films, Broadway musicals and TV series Topper. Carl Castle, a radio newscaster. John H. Kerr III, a state senator. Clyde King, a baseball pitcher and manager of the Atlanta Braves and New York Yankees. Manny Lawson, a first-round NFL draft pick from North Carolina State. James Bryan McMillan, a federal judge who presided over Swan v. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Board of Education desegregation case. Jerry Narron, a baseball player and manager of the Texas Rangers and Cincinnati Reds. Johnny Narron, a baseball player and personal coach of player Josh Hamilton. Sam Narian, a baseball player. Mark O'Meara, a golfer who won the 1998 Masters and British Open. Andrew Raftery, an artist and Buran engraver. Chris Richardson, a contestant on the 6th season of American Idol. Kenneth Claiborne Royal, a United States Army general and last Secretary of War. Dave Simmons, a football player for 4 NFL teams. Scott Stapp, a musician in the Grammy Award-winning band Creed. David Thornton, a football player from the Tennessee Titans and Indianapolis Colts. Chip Vaughn, a football safety. Joby Warwick, winner of 2 Pulitzer Prizes. Thomas Washington, an admiral during World War I. William Henry Washington, a 19th-century politician.